Wait, sorry. Hi everyone, I'm Julian Nesk. I'm Gnosis DeFi VD, and I'm going to speak about how everything started about creating a centralized financial system, and somehow in the Rails we went on to do and trade fart-themed coins, and what are we doing at Gnosis to bring it back to where it was. So let's start in the beginning. Gnosis started in 2017. We launched the first decentralized prediction market platform, and it proved to be 1 decade too early. Turns out that neither the UX nor the infra was ready back then to mass adoption, and poly-market success proves that we were too early. So we had to pivot, and we pivoted. We became a cornerstone of Ethereum infrastructure. We built Cow, we built the SafeMood SIG, we acquired and kept building Gnosis Chain, and now I think things are finally becoming ready for achieving mass adoption. But what started as a cyberpunk dream of banking the unbanked, of exiting the system, of creating a decentralized, censorship-resistant financial system, became into either an unregulated decentralized casino where people are just talking and smiling with insiders to launch the next shitcoin to dump on retail, or a bunch of centralized services that do provide value but do not really care about our values. So let's get back to basics. Let's bank the unbanked. And stablecoins are actually providing massive value right now, and they do serve 2 different use cases. In the global north, stablecoins are a UX improvement. They really improve, they are acting as programmable money. They really improve the UX. They are much easier to integrate. They facilitate access to a global liquidity layer, and in the end, they do provide access to a credibly neutral financial settlement layer. In the global south, stablecoins are actually providing another use case, and they are giving access to users or people from censored countries or with very unstable economies to stable value. And this is really valuable too. But the problem is that all of these users are using services that are really centralized. There's a lot of teams that are building without really thinking about our values, and they're gaining a lot of traction. And then there are also a lot of teams that are building thinking about our values, but they are not really gaining much traction. So we should really think about how do we balance principles and usability. And one of the things that we cannot really compromise on is self-custody. So let's take one step back, and let's talk about what the UX was like in 2021. Let's say you were having a few drinks with a friend on a Friday night in 2021, and you told them about the shitcoin that you bought and that did like a 5x overnight. And you got him excited, and now he wants to play in the casino too. So you schedule a call in order to help them with the onboarding. So you call him, and then you tell them, all right, first, you need to go into this website, and then you have to download this Chrome extension with a fox on it. Yes, you're going to store your money in a Chrome extension. Now you have to write down these 12 words in a piece of paper. Yes, do not store it digitally. Don't store it on your phone. Don't store it on Google Drive. Don't store it on a password manager. You're going to get hacked. It has to be on a piece of paper, and you have to hide it like a treasure. And also, do not watch porn on your computer, because you're going to get hacked. And don't load that game through this sketchy torrent, because you're also going to get hacked. Every time that you want to ape into a shitcoin, you will see a pop-up in your browser. That's when you're signing a transaction. And if you sign the wrong thing, your wallet is going to get drained. So be very careful what you sign. And how you do that? Yeah, well, you really need to learn a lot because there are like some numbers and yeah. How about gas fees? What are gas fees? How about cross-chain? It didn't scale. This was not the way to onboard a billion users. This was not the way to solve and create a really inclusive financial system. Fast forward to 2025, and now we have passkeys. We have wallets that you just download on your phone, you put your face, and then you have a wallet, which is really self-custodial. These wallets are actually built thinking about the UX. They abstract away the problems of paying gas, especially with account abstraction. They're safer by default. They are abstracting away all of the complexities surrounding crypto, and they are mainly built for humans. They're not built for devs. So it's pretty much Web2 UX with crypto values and benefits. So the answer now is why? Why would a user want to use this? And I could say that there are many reasons. But first of all, let's talk about the fact that new users, they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to the word crypto. They're already full of shit with the crypto bro friends shilling the shit coins on a Friday night with a few beers. They maybe have money on FTX or in any of the exchange that went broke in 2022, and they don't want to know anything with it. They are sick of president launching coins that are going to go to zero within a week. They are sick of all the scammers. They don't want to do anything with that. But they do want access to digital dollars. They do want access to a global liquidity layer. They do want supercharged DeFi yields. And they especially will want censorship resistance when they need it. So what are we doing at Gnosis to make this happen? Well, we are creating circles. Users can now create their own money. Users will be able to have a universal basic income. And who doesn't want free money? Users will be able to receive cross-border payments powered by Gnosis Pay. Say you are an Argentinian freelancer. You need to receive your payment on the US. Well, we provide a US bank account. Within minutes, you get USDC in your wallet. And users will just see a dollar there, a dollar sign. They don't really need to know that it's crypto in the back. It's a dollar in the end. And what can users do with these dollars? They can ramp it in Argentina. They can ramp it in Europe. They can pay with PIX in Brazil. But they can also access DeFi yields. They can also borrow against it. They can order the Gnosis Pay card and pay directly from their wallet without paying these abusive fees that they are currently paying on centralized services. You are a Brazilian living in Portugal, like 20% of Portuguese population. You want to send money to your family. You download Picnic, you onboard on Monerium, you just do an IBAN transfer through Monerium, you swap to VRLA, and then you do a PIX transaction. And that's it. You send money to your family. Just 5, 6 clicks, few minutes away, moving money from Portugal to Brazil. You are a Brazilian that wants to pay abroad, like Joao was just explaining. You download Picnic, you order the card, and you will get an FX rate onboarding on US dollars with just a PIX transfer. And this FX rate is almost 5% cheaper than what you could get currently with Wise, for example. It's the best FX on the market, and we can do this because of stablecoins. Do you want to earn higher than TradFi yields while still being able to pay with your assets? You can access these yields through Seal. You download the wallet, you put your face on it, and that's it. You can on-ramp through Monerium, which is a traditional, normal, even transfer. Then you have EUROE. You can earn 3.6% on Aave, or 5.4% in SDAI. And you can have your funds earning a yield until the moment that you spend. They have this feature that is called recharge. You set up how much funds you want to have in your card, and then you have everything else in your earning a yield on Aave. Every time you tap with your card, you pay your 20 bucks in the grocery shop. It redeems 20 euros from Aave and sends back to the card. So you're always earning yield up until the moment that you spend. And if you have not, I really recommend that you guys should try it because the experience is really great. You can also order the Gnosis Pay card from there and also start getting cashback. And finally, if you want to have the first decentralized lending protocol powered crypto credit card, just use Aave. You can deposit some ETH on Aave, borrow euro, and even get paid for borrowing on Aave on Gnosis chain. So if you're a dev, if you're a founder, if you're building products that will facilitate real-world finance, reach out to me. And if you still want to ape into the ultimate meme coin, join Circles. Thank you.
Thank you, Julian. Let's move on to questions. Do we have questions?
All right. Well, thanks everyone.
It's good. Thank you so much, Julian.